Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome back here to the Relentless Racing League. I can't get it out. Tonight we got the Promethean Group Arca Series here at Kentucky. Kentucky, one of those really unique mile and a half. Turn 3 and 4 are kind of like 1 and 2 at Texas, where they're a lot slower. Got to get on the brakes a little bit, really slow the car down. Excuse me. Really slow the car down and really take care of tires. You can really burn up that right front really easily entering turn 3. Too hot. As these guys get qualifying underway. Charles Roberson, raced with him before in another league, coming in here, and I'm kind of looking forward to it because Johnny Rocketman Brugg has been in a league of his own lately. Got distracted. But yeah, Rocky Man Johnny Brugg, he's been in a league of his own lately. Really been kind of mopping the floor with his steel, so kind of interested to see what Charles Robeson brings to the table here for maybe a little bit of competition for Johnny, as he has been on an absolute tear. When he is racing, he's winning almost all the time. Speaking of Rocket, man, let's go ahead and go right along here. Johnny Brugg while he's getting the qualifying laps in. I will say this, though, these Arca guys, it's coming down to the wire. I think this race, count this race right here, they got 4 races left till their playoff start. I know next week they got a fun race going. Drivers versus admins. I can't forget what day of the week that's on. Is that on Thursday? Yes, next Thursday. Okay. So no racing next week. We do got the All-Star race next Wednesday. And then the Arca guys and the truck guys, I think race winners and people certain placing points will be racing next week against admins. But, yep, counting this week, they got 4 races left here at Kentucky, North Wilkesboro, Indy, and then Vegas. If we take a look at the standings real quick, remember top 8 advance. Right now, Joshua Clatterbuck is sitting 7 ahead of Andrew Gueda. Daniel White is pretty much out of it. He is 39 points behind Clatterbuck. So I think the real battle right now is for that 8th place. I mean, I wouldn't say Daniel was out of it. He's 39 out. In 10th place in points. He can make those up in 4 races, but it's going to be a pretty long haul. We do have qualifying underway, though. Johnny Brugg currently on that pole position. Gary Smith in the 97 takes quick time away. Johnny Brugg goes quick time. Some more guys getting their times in. Talked about earlier, Charles Roberson in the 40, making his debut here in RL. Really neat little Sterling modeling scheme. Second lap goes 3rd quickest overall. So top 3, looking 5/100ths to the second. Got to go about another 10th back for the 3 in Nidec. Pretty close qualifying times up here in the top 3. Also, real quick, there was an interview I wanted to get done. I couldn't get done because my stuff took a crap on me. Actually, hold on. I kind of want to do something real quick. I'm going to hop down here in North-South and talk to these North-South guys. What's going on, Gueda and Clatterbuck?
What's going on?
Whoa! Whoa!
Sorry.
You're on the live. I hopped down here to ask you guys a question. So,
What?
I know you guys have looked at points, right? You guys are in a very tight battle for that last transfer spot in points. Are you guys still strategizing the team, or are you guys kind of going off on your own a little bit with strategies, knowing that you're battling each other for the playoffs?
So I think we kind of done this all season long to where if we're together, we're definitely meeting up and helping each other out as much as we can. But if we're running single, then yeah, it's kind of different strategies. Um,
No,
and
do you guys ever bounce strategies off each other? I know in Cup, when I'm racing my team as we're going through a race, we'll kind of start bouncing strategies off what we're thinking about doing, what we're wanting. Do you guys ever do that, whether you're running around each other or not?
oh, absolutely. But this AJ, Andrew and I have been racing together for the last 14 years,
Oh
and
wow,
so we're super competitive
that
against each other.
that makes it so much better now.
Yeah, so I don't know if we're always telling each other the
The truth.
100% truth.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and looking at points too, real quick. I mean, there is a way for you guys to both get in because you're only 4 behind Pelts, and 5 behind Barry. So I mean, you both could possibly get in, but I gotta ask the question: if it comes down to the last race,
Mm,
are you guys gonna be in chat together or what?
yeah, we'll
Yeah,
always
chat,
be in
but
chat.
I'm still putting them in the wall.
It
Oh,
may. Oh, I was gonna say it may be really quiet.
all right. Well, good luck here tonight, guys. Kind of adds a little cool story to the background. You guys battling each other, getting the playoffs.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you.
All right. 1 second, guys. All right. So let's go through our official starting lineup. That's pretty cool. I didn't know they've been racing together 14 years. Kind of insane. All right, so let's go over that starting grade. So starting off in that pole position, no surprise here, Johnny Rocketman Brugg, P1. Gary Smith starting off P2. We got Charles Roberson, John Neidick. Joshua Short, Tyler Berry, row 3. Gatlin Downey, heartbreak last week, was looking for a second podium in a row. Some drama happened on Fuller. He got caught up in it. Look for a little rebound tonight. Ryan McWheelan, outside or inside row 4. Row 5, Philip Brown, Craig Martin, Danny Rogers, and Joshua Clouderbuck, who we just talked to. Edward Peltz, Joshua Connor, Daniel White, Tyler Forsch, row 8. Row 9, Drew Holman, Joe Archer, Juan Veliz, and Timothy Niches, row 10. Andrew Gueda and Gage Murray, row 11. Gueda must have had a really bad first slap come to a second because he's 2 seconds off. They got the you got the Chuck Gammons in that 12th row, Bucher and Pointer. You got Barrel Boy, Matt Fornes, and Bossman Tony Ferre, row 13, and Graham Conley ran up the field in that 27th starting spot. Happy to see the Arca series grow. We are struggling to field even 15 cars with admins, and to see 27 out here tonight, 23, not counting the admins, very impressive. Kind of looking forward to see the rest of the season folds out and what next season holds in store for us. Hacks Racks. Good luck, everyone. Alrighty, so what do we got? 100, yeah, 100 laps of racing here tonight. 150 miles. 4 tires. Fuel run, I believe, around 30 laps or so. Might be a little off, but I believe that's around the average fuel run. Pacers and Paul Pit Lane. Brugg Smith going to lead the green here tonight at Kentucky. Green flag out in the air and underway we go. Kentucky, a little bit of checkup on the outside line. I'm able to make it through cleanly, not seeing no wrecks popping up. Steinberg off with that early lead. You got Roberson, Smith duking it out back to P2. Nidek loose. Not Philip. No, that's not Philip Brown. That's Tyler Berry around in the inside wall. I don't know why I almost said Philip Brown. Let's see what exactly happened. He just slow it down. He not to get a little loose. A 74. Well, how did I play a full speed? Did 74 get loose as well? No, now he just got a little loose, and unfortunately, Tyler Berry was just there in the inside, and they are almost 3 wide off that corner too. See, coming off of turn 2, you see McWheelan to 42. No, I thought he had a different run, but he didn't. They're just 2 wide. Now he gets loose, and unfortunately, Tyler Berry collected in that. Pretty good hit to the inside wall. Really good hit, actually. Pending any engine damage, though, that car looks fine. Well, I say it looks fine, but usually when you see a hit like that, you're expecting the hood to fly off, the bumper to fly off. He still got the hood and the bumper on that car. Take a look at the 3 Nidec. No damage done to him. Maybe we get a closer look to that left front. Maybe see some scuff marks. A little bit of scuff marks on the door, but nothing too bad for that 3. So quick caution here. With the pace lap shortened though, with this last update, I believe we should get 1 to green here. It might be 2 to green. Looks like they line up for 1 to green. It is. Lights on the pace car turn off. Brogan Robeson on that front row. You got Smith, Nidec, row 2. So row 3 and 4 get this race back going here on lap 5. Peterson pull off. Johnny Brogue gonna have the advantage here. Can't think of the other word I want to move forward. Get another guy here, restart zone. Green flag is out. Noddick went early, ran into the back of the 40. Really surprised that that did not spin Roberson. That was a really hard hit to that back bumper. Usually you see that in these Arca cars. It sends that front car around and they keep it going straight. Noddick actually losing a couple spots from that restart. 55, Craig Martin getting around him. Natick dropping from 4th to 6th just in one turn. But further back, you got a big battle going on back here. There's the 18 of Daniel White just in front of him. You got the 13 of Cloudback, who we just talked to, looking to try to keep his way into the playoffs. So also something I gotta check on real quick. Wasn't Tyler Berry? Yeah, Tyler Berry's one of the guys that's just inside the playoffs right now. He doesn't have that win, and he's only 12 points ahead of Gueda, who's in 9th place in points. So Barry, who is definitely off the pace, you see him on the track map just now coming out of turn 4, as leaders are in the middle of 1 and 2, where they're entering 1 and he's come off of 4. So Barry's definitely still on track. Johnny Brugdale leading the way, but he's under fire by Gary Smith and Charles Robertson. Short just behind him, having a little bit of blinking issues. Brugdale leading the way. Gary Smith, though, looking to get around on the outside. Going to try to get a run off a corner exit. I believe he might have got it. If we can't get a better camera angle, we can. Gary Smith does have the advantage going into turn 3. 7 and deep on the highline. Here comes Charles Robertson looking to the outside of Johnny Brugg. Johnny Brugg, though, smooth center corner off a turn 4 exit. Has a little bit of a run on Gary Smith. Gary Smith's going to leave that last lap by. They're dead even going into turn 1. Smith, Brugg, Robertson, Short. The 4 cars you see on your screen right now. Short still bleeding out a little bit. Gary Smith still finally having the advantage going into turn 3. Here comes Robertson looking on the outside of Brugg. One thing to keep in mind, Brugg has been really good at saving tires lately. But he's into some new guys. I think Gary Smith, it was his debut race last race, and he ended up winning it. They're 3 wide behind him. I think it was a 42 McLean I saw. No, it was not. Was that the 13 maybe? I'm not sure who it was, but they were 3 wide racing for a second. Everyone, Gary Smith and Robertson was able to get around Johnny Brugg. Charles Robertson, no one of those guys I know from experience. He's pretty good at saving tires as well. SLR0X with a rate of 23. Appreciate it. Thank you, dude. I hope the stream went well for you, man. Appreciate the raid. Gary Smith was starting to pull away a little bit here. He got a couple teammates battling a little bit further back. This is a battle for 4th between McWheelan and Natick, and just behind them you have Short, who has fallen back a little bit. Was running 4th, now fallen back to 6th, and just behind them is the 13 of Clatterbuck. Ooh, Natick a little loose off of turn 4. Had to catch it, chase it up all the way up to the wall. That's going to give McLean the advantage. You wouldn't think their teammates with that, but he damn near chopped the nose off of John Natick. Currently watching a battle for 4th, but the battle for least starting to heat up here. Robertson has closed that gap a little bit. It was about 4/10 if we take a look at lap time histories between Robertson and Smith. There it is. Robertson actually able to gain 2/10 last time by alone on lap 12. Here on lap 13, we'll see the difference is gained a little under half a tenth, but Robertson is slowly gaining on that number 97. Robertson, though, had a little bit of a car got a little tight on them on that turn 2 exit. One thing I'm noticing about Smith is he got loose off of turn 4. He's coming off the bottom a lot quicker than Roberson is. Last time by, Smith a half a tenth quicker. Take a look through the field. Here's Phillip Brown. We go back here. You got Brown, O'Connor, White, and Gatlin, Downey, and Craig Martin. And then there's a 20 of Pointer. He was, Jacoby likes to say, the fake 20. Because he's actually the 920. But they're 2x2, 3 rows back. Just inside the top 10 here. Connor Brown going out to your battle for 8th right here. Looks like Phillip Brown's able to get the advantage. And just behind them, you have Daniel White, Gatlin Downey going out. Here comes the 920 of Sean Pointer into the picture. Downey looking low. And just for everyone's knowledge here, and so just so everybody knows, you're allowed to go below the yellow here at Kentucky. Oh, O'Connor gets into the wall on 1 and 2. Slows way down. Was running about 7th. Is going to drop to 15th. As the 11 of Timothy gets around him. Here's the 6 of Tony Frey right behind him. While we were watching all this stuff, battle for the lead has changed as Roberson has taken over P1. We go back and watch that pass real quick. If I can find it on my SDK. Here it is. Here's the pass for the lead. It actually was set up off of turn 4. And Roberson able to get a really good exit off of turn 4. Takes full advantage of it. Going into turn 1. I think the line that Smith might have been running is putting a little too much wear in those tires. We go back to the live picture. Smith starting to struggle as Roberson built up a 2/10 lead. Johnny Brooks sitting P3. Johnny Brooks getting around. Gary Smith 3 wide. Almost contact. It might have been a little bit of door bang there. Johnny Brooks into P2. They get around that lap car. Tyler Berry. The 12 of Joe Archer's in pit lane. Not seeing no damage on the car. A little bit of right front, but I don't think it's anything that would cause him to have the pit. We go back to the lead here. Charles Roberson, 3/10 of a gap. It was about 4/10 a couple laps ago, so Johnny Brugg is closing that gap. We pull back up our time deltas real quick. Whoops. Yeah, so Roberson was quicker lap 16 and 19, but I think lap 19, that was the lap that Brugg was getting around the lap car. Brugg is definitely gaining on him. It's now short. He's getting around the 97 of Gary Smith. Gary Smith is definitely tracking backwards. Yeah, Brugg is slowly catching this the leader. Ooh, McWheeling gets into the wall, gets loose, pulling it off. Back, you got Phillip Brown, you got Aaron Clatterbuck. Phillip Brown, a road course ringer. 2 dominating wins this season on road courses. Just behind them, you have Sean Pointer cracking himself in the top 10. It's pretty impressive because Pointer had to start in the rear. So here he is trying to get around Gatlin Downey for 9th. A little further back, you got Tony Frey and Zach. Okay, Bucher's in the 8. That's what was throwing me off. Okay. Back to the lead we go. This is actually a battle I've always wanted to see, just because I know how fast Charles is, and we have all seen how fast Johnny is over the season. I've always wanted to wonder what it would be like watching you guys go at it. Johnny Bradley, he's closed that gap to just over a tenth now. To come across the start finish line, that gap is going to be exactly 1/10. Sucky Sucker says, "Come on, Brown." Yeah, Brown's running pretty solid. Started 10th, has made his way up to 7th. Brugg lost a lot of time, down to, up to 2/10 now. That gap between first and second. Also, here comes the 37 of Joshua Short. He's starting to close in on the leaders. I would have. Whoa. Now, this isn't a road course. Calm down. Actually, speaking of Phillip Brown, he is working his way around the 3 of 90 because that is the battle going on right now for 6. Brown actually able to get that pass done fairly quickly. Here comes the 35 of Gatlin Downey and the 920 of Sean Pointer. John Nidek starting to track backwards. Then was Gary Smith. Ooh, 3 wide, almost contact between the 3 and the 35. Gary Smith with a 42 of Ryan McLean all over that back bumper. Oh, Smith gets really loose off of turn 2. What a save! What a save by the 97 off of turn 2. Oh, my SDK just crashed. Oh. Watch this battle for the lead. Let me get that SDK. I got it. It's going to take me like 2 seconds to get it popped back up. Well, not quite 2 seconds, but... There we go. Let's back out. hey, you can tell now. No, but I will say this, though. He has moved his way into 5th. And with the 97 starting to... Actually, 97 falling back to 7th. Wow, he's really starting to fall back. Ryan McLean in the wall for turn 4. Phillip Brown into P4. At 97, Smith is really starting to struggle. Sean Pointer getting around him. Yes. See, a lot of these guys starting to get really loose. You see a little bit of a bobble out of the 3 off of turn 2. 97 had a little bit of bobble. Yeah, he just needs some motivation. He needed the cheering squad here. Charles Roberson is still leading the way here in lap 33. I wonder if they could make it to 35. I thought it was 30 laps of field. Might have been off. Maybe it's closer to 35 laps. Maybe it's just a two-stop race from here. Bragg is really reeling in that 40 of Roberson. Oh, Charles got a little loose. I saw a little bit of a counter steer there coming off turn 4. I will say this though, tracks that 10 loose like that do kind of fall in the lap of guys who dominate on road courses. Because on road course, you really got to be able to battle that wheel, and Gatlin Downey looking to the inside of the 69 can't quite get the job done. No stages. No stages in Arca trucks. I think they should implement them. I think this season the Arca races are long enough to have at least one stage like the Infinity races are. Back to this battle for the lead. The lap 35. So would not be surprised to start seeing some guys pitting actually after. Just as I say that, the 3 of Nidek is in this time. The 914, the 910, Forns, Nidek, Bucher, Gueda all coming in. The 34 of... I don't know your name. 34 of Gage Murray in. It looks like the 42 maybe. No, he's just really slow off the corner. AC drivers are starting to drive away O'Connor. He came into the pit lane. I think Short might be coming in this time. Yep. Joshua Short in this time by. If I'm Brugg or Roberson, I mean, they had a 2-second gap. They can stay out a couple more laps. I kind of want to see something real quick. So best times at 31.8 for those guys. Last time by 33.1. Huge fall off, almost a second and a half. I don't know if they can stay out a couple laps, but I would say I think he got pit this time. I think Nidek was the first top 10 driver to pit. As you see everyone coming down pit lane. 69, 13, the 2, the 7. I believe Tony's in this time. Yeah, from Roberson and Bragg, I think he got pit soon. Looks like they might be pitting this time. I can hear them off the gas. They are both Roberson and Johnny Brugg in this time. Roberson, though, really hot in the pit lane. Does he slow it down in time? I believe he did. See for the penalty. No, he did not. Charles Roberson gets the black flag. Pit lane is 45. What was he doing at the start of pit lane? That's the question. When he hit, where is the cone? Oh, there's the cone. Oh yeah, he was really cooking in. He's 10 miles an hour over. Yeah, he just didn't get slowed down in time. So unfortunately, Charles Roberson, your leader, gets caught speeding on pit lane. Also, I was looking at that. Tyler Berry has left the session. That's huge for the playoff battle. Yeah, I know Charles. Like that racing. I now broadcast the other league he races in. He has a tendency to shoot himself in the foot a lot, makes a lot of mistakes, and so I can't say I'm surprised, but I don't think I've ever seen him have a pit lane violation in a long time. So I kind of am surprised he got caught speeding there. Gatlin Downey in pit lane. Gary Smith's gonna cycle out your leader. As we can take a look at the stint lengths. Whoops. So you see Gary Smith did short pit 5 laps sooner than the leader, 3 laps sooner than Joshua Short, currently running P2. They are catching some lap traffic here. Oh, Charles is a phenomenal driver. He is really quick. And the kicker is, even with that penalty, he's still on the lead lap. Not by... no, he actually is in the lead lap by quite a bit. They must have changed the parameter of penalties, because I do remember speeding penalties used to be 40 seconds regardless. I think they changed it to where the time fits the crime. So he might have just had like not even 20-second hold, because he's coming out of turn 3 or turn 4. Oh no, never mind. He is a lap down. Okay, so it was a 40-second hold. Never mind. At first, the overlay system I used was saying he was just behind the leader by a significant amount, but no, he's a lap down. So yeah, he definitely had a 20-some-odd second hold. And he is not the first car lap down either. McWheelan in the 42, who the leader's getting by right now, will be your first car lap down. If we do see a caution, he will be the lucky dog. Johnny Brugg looking to get around the 37 of Joshua Short. Oh, and there's a caution. Not sure what it's for. I see the 6 of Drew Holman. No, that's Tony. The other 6. That 6. There we go. There's Roberson. Oh, and White sent it into turn 3 a little too much. Got in the back of Holman. Sends him around into the wall. Big contact there for the 6 of Drew Holman. The big break for the 42 of Ryan McWheelan. He's going to be able to get back on the lead lap here. I just don't know what the leaders would do. Do you come in here? Do you top off? I wouldn't imagine so. Johnny Brugg, think about it. Decides not to, but the 37 of Joshua Short. Don't know if he was thinking Brugg was going to pit there and follow him, or if he was just going to pit regardless. Yeah. Yeah, that's one way to put it. So we do not have any points racing next week like I went over. We do have All-Star Race and Arca's, or lower series drivers, so Truck and Arca's versus Admins next Thursday at National Super Speedway. The All-Star Race next week will be Wednesday night at Chicagoland. So just to break down on how the drivers versus Admins will work, it's going to be the top 16 in points and race winners for both the Arca Series and Truck Series for next week. 100 laps of race in late afternoon. And then for the All-Star Race, it's a little bit differently how it works out. I'm trying to find the announcement for it. Okay, I can't find the announcement for it. So what I am going to do is bring down Mr. Whoops. I'm going to try to bring down Mr. Bossman. Bring down Mr. Bossman, because I'm blind, and I can't find it. What is going on, Mr. Bossman?
Oh, not much. Just turning some laps.
So, I brought you down here because I cannot find the announcement for the All-Star Race. I don't know where it's at. I know you put one out there, but brought you down here so you can kind of explain how that's going to work out, who is able to race in the feature, and and how qualifying weighing works.
Yeah. So at the conclusion of tonight, we will have our final entry list for the All-Star Race, the lock-in drivers. It's the top 16 in Cup and race winners. The top 5 in race winners in Xfinity, Trucks, and Arca. everybody else will be able to race their way in through the All-Star Open. It would be the stage winners and the top 3 finishers make their way to the feature race. Yeah, I think that's about it.
And are we doing inversions again this year?
So there will be a potential for a random inversion at the end of each stage during the feature race. I got a little wheel that I spin, and if it lands on 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, the top, those top 5 positions or up all the way down to 0 would invert to the rear.
All right, I might have Jacob drag you in for that then, so we know what's going on in the broadcast booth.
Yeah, too easy.
All right, man. Good luck the rest of this race up. Using all your good races up.
Yeah, right.
All right, green flag back in the air. Gary Smith is gonna be the control car here for this restart. Gets a really good launch. You can leave Nidek and Brooks side by side, going down the front stretch into turn 1. So that's how that All-Star race is going to work. And once again, that's going to be next Wednesday. Oh, close call there for Nidek and Brooks. That's going to be next Wednesday night at Chicagoland. I'm not sure when the first session launches. I think the first session is going to launch normal time. Ronnie Brugdale looking to try to get around the number 97. We got another yellow flag is out. Roberson is in the lucky dog spot. If he is not involved, that's going to involve the 18 of Daniel White yet again. I don't know if he sent it in there. We'll go slow it down real quick. Kind of surprised. Yeah, maybe not. I mean, I will say this. Some tracks that is not a caution. So, I'm surprised, but I'm not. That was a caution. So does he just send it in there a little too hard or too deep? Or did the 69 of Phillip Brown come down a little bit? I think it's a mixture of both. You see the 87 and getting that 4-wheel slide up the track. The 69 come down just for his natural corner entry. And the 18 just barely makes contact and just gets loose because of it. Slides to basically a stop here. And it's going to bring up the third yellow of the night. That's going to give the number 40 of Charles Roberson a lucky dog and put him back on the lead lap. No, I don't think Phillip Brown did. Yeah, I don't really fault that Brown. I really don't fault that on White either. Oh, that's a hard one. White was coming down. White was moving up the track. Brown was coming down. I think if anything, I'll put that more on White just because he was on that 4-wheel slide, tied up the track. Charles Roberson going to get back on the lead lap here. Should be interesting to see how he makes his way through the field. Smart move here too. He's actually going to come in down pit lane. I want to see, does he take tires? Kind of interesting now. I mean, if I'm Roberson, I think he's used one set. We're halfway through the race. I think it'd be worth it to put a set on here. No? No tires. Just fuel and go. Interesting. Okay. How do you pronounce your string? Haxarax? I don't know. I wish there was a way I could rename people for the Twitch channel, so I know what drivers who. Yeah, and I'll say this way: turn 3 at Kentucky is interesting because you're carrying so much speed on the backstretch. And everyone's braking zone is different. And then, especially on fresh tires, too. You never know the car's going to act. I've always looked at turn 3 and 4, 1 and 2 at Texas. But Texas, I don't think you're carrying as much speed into turn 1. I might be wrong, though. All right, Pacers going to dive down pit lane. Smith, Brugg, Pointer, your top 3 on the 3 start here in lap 50. Halfway through the race as the start-finish line this time by. Craig Martin in the 55 moved his way up to 4th. Green flag back out in the air and back under racing we go here at Kentucky. I will say this, Kentucky is one of those tracks I do feel NASCAR should try to bring back. I know it put on really crappy races in the Gen 6, but this next gen does so good at mile and a half. I think Kentucky and Chicagoland should get put back on the schedule for both those guys. Because as far as I know, both those tracks are still in decent condition. Ooh, Gary Smith had a big ball off of turn 4. It's going to allow Johnny Brugg to get a run down the front stretch into turn 1. Johnny Brugg going to look low in the 97. Oops. Johnny Brugg going to be trying to get around Gary Smith going into turn 3. Smith has that high line, Brugg on the low line. Brugg, though, has such a solid center of 3 and 4 all night long. Has this really paid off for him. But here comes Gary Smith with a little bit of a run down the front stretch into turn number 1. Smith and Brugg side by side. Not a lot of room to give. Brugg a little loose coming off of turn 2. Brugg going to have the momentum going down the backstretch. Gary Smith is still there on that quarter panel. Now you got Smith the inside this time by Brugg on the outside. Once again, Brugg with that center roll through speed in 3 and 4 paying off for him as he's able to easily take the lead here in lap 54. Further back, we do got some more battling going on. If we go back to Ryan McLean, a big bundle of cars back here. Keep an eye on that 40 of Charles Robertson. Starting to make his way through the field. Had to start all the way at the back of the pack. He's moved up to 15th already in a couple short laps. McLuhan able to get around the 99 of Juan. 35 of Gatlin Downey. And the fake 6 of Tony Frey going at it back here. No. Oh, Downey a little loose. Funny story about Monza. So I can't say I'll say R Nargle. So back when this league was still MDOT, when we first introduced the truck series, because before we just ran Arca, Xfinity, and Cup for the longest time. So when we finally introduced the truck series, they went to Monza their first season. There was a huge wreck on like lap 2 or 3 that literally took out the whole field but one guy. The only guy that makes the wreck was the leader. And it was like a 50 lap race. You want to talk about a painful broadcast to do? I was literally broadcasting one driver. It was the worst broadcast ever. No, it is not. Are you in the league, Suckiest? Because if so, I might have to find that broadcast and send it to you. Just to get an idea on how bad it was. So watching Robertson make a slice and dice his way through the field up to P10 now. Ooh, Matt Ford's loose coming off of turn number 4. Into the wall he goes. That is a wall, not a barrel, Matt. Don't hit it. Johnny Brugg, your current leader, getting chased down by the 20 of Sean Pointer. Robertson made his way up to 8th. Still a lot of racing to go. Alright, sorry, I was looking something up for you real quick, dude. There you go. It's like yes, I just found it and sent it to you. Like I said, I don't know, I can't remember what lap it happened on, but it was a very early wreck, and it literally took out the whole field. So I was just painfully just broadcasting one guy just drive away. But Brugg and Pointer leading the way, having a 2-second gap on the whole entire field. Robertson, he's made his way up to 6. Brugdo's starting to pull away from Pointer. Looking for some battles on track. Oh, we got a big one back here. Tony Frey. Nope. There we go. Got Tony Frey, Juan Valiz, Ryan McQuillan, the 37, Joshua Short, Gatlin Downey, all back here. Oh, wow, that was close. Ooh, a car's in the grass, I believe. It's Gary Smith in the 97. What happened here with the 97? Oh, got a little loose. Unfortunately, Danny Rogers was there. Fly through the grass. Able to keep it going, though. Losing a lot of spots from it, though. This is the battle. So Gatlin's running 7th. These guys are battling out behind the Philip Brown looking to get around this number 906 of Tony Frey. Ooh, close one there. So we do know these guys can go about 35 or so laps on fuel. Pit window is open. I would imagine. No, it's not, dude. Was I right though? The whole field with the leaders involved. I have a horrible memory, but I think that's what happened. I was about to say lap 70 people come in, and I'm kind of on the dot. We're on lap 69. Here comes Danny Rogers down pit lane. 34 is slow. Oh, he's coming off of pit lane. Okay. So Danny Rogers has came down pit lane. Kind of curious what everyone else is going to do. I wonder if I have a pit lane entrance camera. I don't. Not with this camera pack. So Danny Rogers, your first taker. I'm not seeing anyone this time by come down pit lane. Yeah, I think the one other guy who wasn't involved was started from the pits, if I remember correctly. Or he has something going. Something happened where he was multiple laps down. Philip the Ringer Brown. Yeah, he's been kind of slicing place to the field, but the big one I'm watching is Charles Roberson. Got the lucky dog under that last caution. He has moved his way up into fourth. 37 Joshua Short, though, trying to get back around him. But slowly but surely, watching that 40 trend up on the leaderboard. Philip Brown getting around the 99 of Juan Belize. I believe Philip had made his way into the top 5 before Green Flag Pit started on that initial Green Flag run. Juan, though, fighting back from the inside. We got a battle going on up here as Short and Roberson have caught the 55 of Craig Martin. That's your battle for third for the podium. Still 27 laps of racing to go. Here comes the 97 of Smith on pit lane. 49 of Connor. 2 of Rogers is still sitting there, so I wonder if he's just parking it for the race. I thought he was coming down a little early as his car disappears. He just disconnected. I think that tells me that he was just parking it for the race in. So I was a little off. 11, Timothy Niche is coming in this time by. Pit lane starting to get pretty busy. Galeta, McWheelan, Holme coming in this time by. Oh, I'm still on Short. Brooks leading the way. Roberson, who had to make his way through the field, starting to fall back. Oh no, that's a 34. He's on some fresh tires. Charles Roberson coming in this time by. Sean Porter coming in this time by. I think someone's coming in behind Sean. It was 69 Philip Brown in this time by. See if Charles learned from his mistake. He did, but Clatterbuck got a black flag, and Matt Ford somehow got DQ'd. I don't know how that happened. How the heck did you get DQ'd, Matt? What did you do? Johnny Bruggen pit lane this time by. Unless Short pits, is going to hand the lead over Joshua Short. I think Joshua Short is probably hoping for a caution. A lot of these guys haven't pitted yet. Short, Valise, Forche, Peltz, White. They gotta be hoping for a yellow. Ooh, Drew Holman. In the grass he goes. I wonder when Short's gonna pit. Oh my gosh. Alright, yeah, that's enough of that. Oh, Short. Joshua Short's still out there. Yeah, I think at this point, Joshua Short's just hoping for a caution. He has stayed out there so long. He's going to be at a huge disadvantage once these green flag cycles, once these green flag laps cycle through. Almost got it, too. 34. What a save off of turn 2. Tom Porter has cycled to the lead from that pit cycle, or he will cycle to the lead. Pointer actually about to get his lap back the hard way. A lot of people are. Pointer, Brugg, Tony, Roberson. All in a group of cars just behind the leader. Here comes Sean Pointer to get his lap back the hard way. And don't look now, Roberson and Brugg are actually right by each other now. There's a little bit of a gap between the two. Decent gap to go rear chase here for a second. There's Roberson right behind him, but Roberson has caught that bumper of Brugg. We might see a decent battle for the lead. Sorry, here in a couple laps. Or what will be the lead once Short pits as he's coming in this time by. Because Pointer's going to park it with a couple laps to go. Which he won't be doing next week because... that was a good finish. That was a really good finish. But yeah, they won't be able to... They won't have to park it next week. It's going to be driver versus admin. So... I think it's kind of cool to see Vanguard get the redemption from last season, because Vanguard was so close last season. He got that redemption. What a run he got, too. That was an insane run off of turn 4. Oh, Pointer getting really loose off of turn 4. All right, 12 coming to 11 to go. Brugg slowly but surely chasing down Pointer. If we take a look at the deltas, he's chasing down pretty quickly. He's gained a little over 2/10 the last 5 laps. Kind of curious what this looks like. Yeah, Roberson's, I think he's losing to Brugg. I gotta wonder how much Pointer's gonna hold up Brugg here. Alright, see if Robertson can chase down Brugg. 1.3 is the gap with 10 to go. Coming to 9 to go this time by. I think Pointer's coming in this time. He is. Yeah, Roberson's starting to lose at Brugg. 8 coming to 7 to go. I think Roberson's going to need a yellow. He's going to want to try to catch Brugg. But even still, for him to have to start in the rear of the field on this green flag run and make his way up to P2, that's really impressive. And comfortably P2 as well. He's a good 3.5 seconds ahead of that third place car of Craig Martin, who's actually had a very quiet night. Really running top 5, top 10 most of the night. Been sitting quietly there on track. Haven't really talked too much about him. And you got Phillip Brown. We talked a lot about him making some good moves throughout the race, sitting 4th. Joshua Short around at your top 5. And this could be interesting about for 5th. Take a quick look and see what the lap times between him and Downey are. Actually, Downey's loose. Whoa. Downey's losing a lot of time. Or maybe it's just Philip blinking out. I'm not sure. SDK says Downey. Yeah, 2.1's the gap. Not coming to 4 to go. Are you talking? Oh, did Downey short? Hold on. And I'm kind of curious. Gatlin Downey. Oh no, that's just short being on fresher tires. Way fresher. Downey didn't really short pit. He put everybody else as just short ran long. So that's why. Okay. That makes more sense why the time gap was what it was. Short might be able to snag 4th away from Philip Brown. Maybe with 3 to go. Let's see what that looks like. What's their gap? About 1 point. No, I don't think you have enough time to chase Brown down. Yeah, gain 3/10 there, 2 to go this time by. Yeah, no, there's not enough time for him to chase him down. Johnny Brugg, though, looking to get yet another win on the season. It's going to be his 5th of the year. Come around turn 4, going to get the white flag this time by. 1 to go here at Kentucky. Early in the race, Johnny Brugg, Charles Roberson put on a good show. Had some good battle going on. Roberson got caught speeding on pit lane on the first grain fight cycle. Was able to recover to a P2 finish. But Johnny Brugg is going to cruise his way out of turn 4 one last time. Johnny Brugg collects his 5th win here in Arca. And just puts another dominating sticker on that car. But what a rebound by Charles Roberson. I'm gonna have to pull his chains a little bit because he says he doesn't want to do Road to Pro, and I gotta convince him to do it. Alright. Wait for these guys to join the broadcast. Putting attention? Where'd Dr. Pepper go? There it is. There's Craig Martin. Let's kick it off with our P3 finisher. I believe he's your second podium in a row.
I think that's my first.
Did you not get podium last week?
No, I led a lot of laps and it kind of slipped away at the end, so I fell outside the top 3.
Oh, that's right. You were running good, and that caution came out, and it kind of screwed you.
Yeah, I had a pretty good setup for the rest of the race, and then I kind of bit it with that caution, and it cost me dearly.
Well, man, you come out here and get a little bit of redemption. Then you can't judge me on my checkered pass. Love it. Yes. You come out here, get a nice podium finish here tonight, dude. A little bit of redemption. Unfortunately, Johnny Brugg and Charles, they were fast. I knew they would be.
Those guys are on rails. I mean, the last 20, 30 laps, I'm like, they're just gone. They're so smooth and so fast. I'm like, I'd be happy with the top 3 at this point.
Yeah, you got that top 3 pretty comfortably too. I'm not sure what the gap was at the P4, but you guys are pretty spread out as far as the field goes. I'll let you get your shout outs, man. Congrats on that podium here tonight. And if you run the All-Star Open, good luck in there. If not, we'll see you in 2 weeks. Where the hell do you guys go in 2 weeks? Ooh, North Wilkesboro. So, hopefully y'all can put it on a good show there. North Wilkesboro. I always view North Wilkesboro and Martinsville the same. They are so damn fun to run, but you need a group of guys that can kind of be patient, because they are. If you can get a long run going to those 2 tracks, it is a blast. But they could also turn into Caution Central.
Yeah, you just gotta enter the race with your elbows up, and hopefully they come down and nobody's teeth are stuck in them.
All right, man. Let's get your shout out. Congrats on the P3.
Awesome. Thanks, Isaac. I want to give a shout out to my dad. I know he's going to watch it back, but great race, great bunch of guys, and hopefully put on a bit of a show for everybody. And see you again in 2 weeks.
All right, man. Good luck in North Wilkesboro.
Thanks, man. Take care.
All right. So next, I'm gonna talk to the stranger. I haven't talked to you in about a week. What's going on, Charles?
Not much, man.
Well, man, you were out there, you leading the laps, you kind of did what you do in the other league, shoot yourself in the foot, get caught speeding on pit lane, and you were speeding by quite a bit, too. Had a good rebound, though. Had to fight your way through the field on that last restart. Unfortunately, you couldn't get a caution to follow your way to make it a little bit easier to try to catch back up the rug. You guys are putting on a show. That's all. Really, it's too much to say. You kind of just... I don't know if you let that win slip. I think Brugg and you were very, very even on tires. It would be kind of interesting to see how that race would have played out.
Yeah, I just kind of messed up coming on too early, like you said. I didn't realize how fast I was going. I mean, this is my first time running these Arca cars in a while, so I didn't realize how much speed I had. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I got a good car. I wouldn't say I would be able to hold off the 4. It's a new league, so. I feel like I performed pretty good, though, and got a decent finish out of it.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you get your shout-outs in. Congrats on the podium here tonight. Good luck Saturday.
Thank you, man.
All right, next let's pull down the Rocket Man, Johnny Brugg. The guy who says, I don't want to do Road to Pro, but I'm going to convince you through the next couple weeks to do it. Get your... Yeah, you damn right. I'm going to convince you, man. I think you got a shot. But get your 5th win on the season. You had a little bit of competition out here tonight, Charles and Robertson. I don't know if you guys have ever ran around each other. I knew when I saw Charles join the league, I was looking forward to tonight just because I know how fast he is in another league. And he was giving you a run for your money until that first green flag pit stop.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever ran with Charles before. But it was good to see him come out and put up some competition. Did a battle there, that first long green flag run. I think he either cut the entry or was speeding up there.
Oh, he was doing 60 at the cone.
He recovered pretty well.
But I gotta ask you, I know I'm used to seeing you come out here and dominate all race long. Were you just not able to get around him, or you just kind of feeling him out, seeing what his runs were like, and trying to see if you could take advantage in the next run you guys would have had on those tires?
I was kind of feeling him out because, like I said, he was new. I also was running too conservative at the start. I was thinking that lower entry and backing off, earlier was going to save me some more tire. And I did save me a decent amount of tire, but I did it too much. there's a balance there. And after a while, the tires kind of even out. It's kind of hard to pass. Yeah, I was just kind of racing around them, and I'm not saying I wasn't trying, but I wasn't pushing it crazy hard either because I didn't want to burn my stuff up or spin.
All right, man. Let's get your shoutouts in. I would imagine you're running the All-Star race. If not, good luck in a couple weeks at North Wilkesboro. If you are racing the All-Star race, good luck in that, as they'll be up in the booth with Jacob broadcasting it.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely doing the All-Star race, and if I'm allowed, I want to do the Arca versus Admin race too next week.
I believe you are. It's. I think Tony said top 5 in points. Or no. They're top certain points and race winners for both Arca and Trucks for the Arca versus Admins.
All right, cool. Yeah, so I'll be trying to do both. But yeah, I want to shout out my team, Vendetta. Good to have Sean out there on track. I cannot wait until we're back in the same series again. We're gonna have some great battles. And I want to shout out the league and the league admins for putting this together, and of course want to shout out my potential crew chief up in the booth, Isaac.
Oh, not potentially. You're doing it.
But yeah, man, you put on a great show, so I'm looking forward to watching it back.
All right, man. Congrats.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so that will conclude tonight's race. Once again, no points racing going on next week. We do have the All-Star race next Wednesday, Chicagoland, and the All-Star Open. And then we also have Arca. We also have drivers versus admins next Thursday night at Nashville Super Speedway. Both of those will be broadcasted. Me and Jake will be in the booth for both of those, doing some two-man broadcasting. So tune in for that. If not, we will see you guys in 2 weeks when playoffs kick off for Xfinity. And Cup in 2 weeks. Both those series are going to... Oh, they're coming here to Kentucky. So Xfinity Cup coming here to Kentucky in 2 weeks for their playoff starts. Round of 16 is kicking off. 2 races in each round. It should be interesting. Playoffs are on the line. Championships are on the line. It might get a little heated and it might get pretty fun. So tune in for those races. We'll catch you guys next time. In the meantime, stay safe and have a good night.